Hello everyone. If you are new, my name is Marin. Welcome to a day in my teacher life, and our day is our 100th day of school. It's been a very busy morning. It is 11:56. I am on my lunch and the students are at lunch for like 14 more minutes. It took forever to get out of there, but some of my students from last year were talking to me, so I wanted to stop and chat with them. I'm trying to get something pulled up on the computer really fast. It is, it's a pretty hectic day. They are amped because they know that we're going to do activities this afternoon. My school has allotted the last hour of the day for activities, but as you saw, we did make crowns and they really loved that. I'll grab one, hold on. Okay, so here are their crowns. It just says, I'm 100 days brighter, and you know, they've got them for their heads. So that's what we were doing this morning. We also had to finish our Mae Jemison craft for our bulletin board because I am out Friday and they want the bulletin boards done. I'm just gonna walk with you for a minute. They want the bulletin boards done by the end of this week, and I'm not going to be here Friday. So we finished that. Let me show you one of those really fast, and then I need to hurry up and eat because I have like no time. So here is how one of them turned out. I'm going to take a picture of each student to put in the helmet for the astronaut, and that's going to be our little craft about Mae Jemison. We've been reading about her and learning about her, and we're going to continue to do that even beyond making the craft. So I still have like some other activities to do and things like that with them. But now I'm gonna eat. I have a meeting during my plan time, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to like get on and chat with you really, but I am going to attempt to film the activity that we're going to do at the end of the day. The students have a coloring sheet and a writing sheet to work on. I have to finish the reading lesson when they come back. I have not taught math. So I'm gonna see if I can't squeeze math in this afternoon, but I don't think so. I think we're just gonna skip it. Nobody needs to know. Nobody was in here. But yeah, so let me eat. I will get back on and chat with you and show you other things that we get up to and maybe give you some ideas for your own 100th day. So see you later. Y'all, happy Thursday. So I realized as I was driving home from work yesterday that I completely forgot to get back on and close out anything for the 100th day. So I decided that instead of just making this a 100th day vlog, I'd go ahead and include how I prep for a substitute, because I'm going to be out tomorrow, so I'm prepping for my sub. So I use a template that a former coworker had put together years ago, and I just adapt it to fit my needs when I need to be out. So I will show you what that looks like and kind of walk you through what I leave for my lesson plans when I know I'm going to be out and I know I have a sub. So I'm just covering up some names and then I will show you. So I basically, this is what it looks like. It's a Google Doc. I kind of talk about how to start the morning, helpful students. This says students may not use either of the sharpeners. And then for each subject, I have a box that I just write in what I want the sub to do. So for my morning meeting, I have slides. You've seen those in several previous Week in My Life videos, so I'm not gonna go super in depth with that. I am not leaving a math lesson because these math lessons are kind of complex and difficult, and I just don't feel comfortable leaving that for a sub. So I did not leave that, but I need to print off, I'm just gonna print off a subitizing practice sheet that I got from Tara West. I will link it down below. And then I'm just going to find a like supplemental worksheet for that goes along with Eureka, and that's what they're going to work on for math. I have some boom cards that I will upload tonight. I didn't want anyone getting on it and potentially doing them, so I will upload those so they can do those once they finish. That's going to be math for tomorrow. The next subject looks like this. I go through the reading lesson. I am leaving the reading manual because the lesson for tomorrow is very, very simple. So I wrote that all out. I talk about lunch and recess, restroom break, computer time. I have our social studies lesson. We have not had time to do our little books about Mae Jemison, so that's what I'm gonna leave for her to do. And I need to find a word work activity for the students to work on for the first 30 minutes of like small group time. And then, it's actually gonna be 20 minutes because it's 20 and 30. And then they're gonna do 30 minutes on their Imagine Language and Literacy. They go to specials, recess, and then I have, let me cover this bottom. I have this whole, a box for the writing lesson. We never did our 100th day writing activity, so I'm just going to leave that. And then I go through very explicitly and explain dismissal. And on the back, I have a notes page for her to let me know how it went. So I do have a sub scheduled for tomorrow. Hopefully my students will be cooperative because it's been a little rough. I also found this idea on like Instagram, something like that, where the substitute can add petals to a flower, and if they get 10 petals, the class will get a reward. So I'm going to explain that to my students before we leave today, and hopefully that will give them a little bit of an additional incentive to behave, because I'm a little nervous, but at the same time I'm not, because yeah, I'm just not. I never use my days. So I've got a ton of days, and I just decided, you know what, this year, I'm gonna go ahead and just take one day each month for the remainder of the year. It's been a rough year, and I think that I'm allowed. So take care of you first, basically. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you the poster that I found that I made up with the flower on it. And then I'm kind of just going to try to get the rest of this ready. It is 2:39. I only have like 15 minutes left of plan, but I am going to stay after and just get it finished up so that everything's ready for the sub tomorrow. So let me show you that poster, and then we're gonna clean up this classroom because it's kind of a mess, and then I'm gonna try to print those things off. Here we go. Okay, so I just wrote it out on chart paper, but this is what the letter says. Dear guest teacher, please draw a petal on our flower every time you see my friends following directions quickly. Love, Miss Bears. And then there is the start of the flower. If they get 10, they get a reward. So I am going to explain that to my students. It's going to be on the board up at the front of the room to remind them, and hopefully that will encourage them to make some good choices. So we will see. Now let's clean some stuff up. I've just got a lot of random stuff laying around that I just haven't had time to pick up, and I need to pick it up so that the room is not a mess tomorrow for the sub. So, ooh, that's crooked. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Clean some stuff up, put some stuff away, and try to print those things off. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Pretty much good to go for my sub. I'm just logging out of my computer and then I will show you what I've got set up for her, and then I'm gonna go. So let me flip you around. So this is what I'm leaving. This is just blocking student names. I have everything under here in a stack. I have everything labeled and ready to go. So over on this side, I have 2 clipboards that are behavior related. So let me see if I can show you. So for instance, they just have goals that the students are working on. This one is more extreme. This bottom one is not as extreme. So I did put a Post-it note on that just to kind of explain what the sub would need to do. And that is it. I've cleaned up the back table for the most part. Sorry, I'm crumpling something up. I have a couple of things to just put away right here. My Chromebook cord, that kind of stuff that I just don't want out when I'm not here so that the students aren't messing with it. And then I think we're good. So I will sweep you around, show you the classroom. So let me put that cord away, and then we're gonna get out of here because it is 5:45 and I'm ready to go home. All right, so here's what we're looking like. Everything has been cleaned up. This is probably the cleanest it's been in a while, y'all, not gonna lie. So that's that. Okay, and that is that. I am heading out. It is like 8 till, and I am headed out to a 3-day weekend. So I hope you enjoyed these 2 days of random footage. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you would like to see more from me. Ignore the yellow on my fingers. That was from a student. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.